Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm sorry I missed your call.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So I got your resume, and I just wanted to let you know that this job is in Austin. Are you aware of that?
I am. Yeah, I've been planning to move to Austin. So I was thinking, I wanted to secure maybe a good job before I actually made that full decision. I'm in Houston right now.
Uh-huh.
So was thinking, yeah, if I could actually get that, I'd probably be a good reason to move there fully. So,
Yeah, exactly.
yep,
So let me just ask a couple questions.
sure.
How long were you at Coldwell Banker?
Yeah, so Cole Banker was a short period of time. I was there for about 6 months until my grandma, her and her partner caught COVID, a really bad case. I had to go like every week while I was there trying to take care of them. So I had to kind of leave that job. That was about 3 months back now. So that's why I left Coldwell Banker. I loved them. We were, hit the ground running that branch. Lisa, my regional manager, loved me. Everything was going great. The only reason I left was to go take care of them, and ultimately he did pass away. So I was able to come back, got my grandma some help now. So yeah, kind of.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. But wanted to kind of explain it wasn't anything I didn't like about it, or it was a great job. Loved doing it. It was my passion. I put my heart and soul into it. But family came first there. So, but yeah, back in Houston now, and kind of looking for something, a management leadership type of role again, either here or in Austin.
Uh-huh. And why didn't you just take a leave from Coldwell Banker for family?
Yeah, so basically, I thought it was going to be more. I didn't know he was going to pass away. I thought it was going to be more of a permanent role where I'd be having to travel every week there. So I was like, hey, I can't be, the office manager if I can't be in the office Monday through Friday, essentially.
Right.
So I said, I'll just step back into real estate. That way I can, do a few open houses, do a few deals while I'm in Houston, then still be able to travel there for most of the week. But
Uh-huh.
but then he passed away, so I was able to kind of seek other help because my grandma was not in bad shape like he was. He was kind of the one needing the help. So
Uh-huh. And so where did your grandmother live?
yeah, in Morgan City. That's where she lives now, in Morgan City, Louisiana.
Uh-huh.
About 4.5 hours away from here. So you can imagine the drive on that back and forth. So
Oh yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
yep. That's where I'm from. I'm from Baton
So
Rouge and all that. But go ahead.
nice. So you took over my old office.
No way. Really, the Heights
Yeah.
branch.
Yeah.
How funny. Wait, you're
I was
Jennifer.
the man. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've heard all about you, Jennifer. People loved you.
Yeah.
They told me I had the best. I had the best sales meeting since you.
Yeah.
So
So
wow, that's too funny.
yeah, first it was Brian,
They didn't like
and
Brian too much.
they
Go
did.
ahead. My feedback was I think all of y'all liked Brian, Lisa, and everyone loved. You knew Lisa, right? I'm assuming
Yes.
you. Okay, I love Lisa, like a role model, like a mom to me, basically. But they all seemed to really like Brian. But the feedback I got working at that office there was that Brian was not really attentive with the agents. Like I would do one-on-ones with them. I was trying to help them out. I was doing classes. Like they were like, Kyle, you're so much better than Brian. Like you were blowing it out of the water. Like thank you for showing up here and doing all this. He really didn't like care, I guess. I was like, oh wow, okay. Getting different feedback from like the managers on that. So that's so funny. And then I've heard so much about you. So it's funny that's who I'm talking to right now. It's a
Yeah.
small world,
Yeah.
crazy. So
Yeah, I was when I got the resume, Gail sent it and she goes, I want to see your face when you open up this one.
that's funny. Wow.
So,
I'm sorry, I'd love to talk to you about that, but go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
so what's going to keep you from something happening? Say I go, yeah, come, whatever, and something happens to your grandmother, and then you hightail and leave me.
Yeah, good. I knew someone would probably bring that up. So luckily we were able to afford a person to help her out now that we can hire that I don't need to be there. It was really the two of them, especially with him. He had a lot worse health conditions than my grandma. So that was kind of the reason I needed to be there for her, but now we've secured help for her and she's pretty independent. So I won't need to be there for that. I think worst case scenario, my uncle is probably gonna step in this time so I don't have to lose out on another job.
So why didn't you go? Because listen, I almost stayed for Lisa. Like
Yes.
I
Love her.
think she's amazing.
Yep.
So why didn't you go back to Lisa and ask her if you could be reconsidered for a job there in Houston?
I've thought about that. I just feel like I almost broke her heart a little bit. Like we connected so much, we talked every day. We kind of were like, man, the other managers aren't really like trying all of this. So whenever I said, Lisa, like very like, hey, I got to do this. I don't know. I feel bad. I would feel bad going back to that and then trying to maybe re-get that role that I know they put someone else in. That could lead to negative, connotations for the agents that work for me, thinking this guy just ups and leaves us, rather than going somewhere fresh.
You'd go to a different office.
Yeah, true. I could go to one of the other offices, but I know they're all filled up with branch managers already. So I don't know whose role I'd be taking, or how they work that out. Or I'd have to go somewhere pretty far away from where I live.
Well, I mean, Austin's pretty far.
Well, no, I'd be willing to move to Austin. I wasn't willing to move out to Sugarland, for example, or any like. I want to live somewhere I really enjoy. I've been thinking about moving to Austin anyway for other reasons, but yeah. So I would move to Austin. That way I'm actually, in that city, versus having to drive, 40 minutes to one of the offices that I don't really prefer to travel to.
And so, what was your pay while you were at Coldwell Banker? Remember, I did work there.
Yeah.
So what was your base pay?
Yeah. Okay. I guess am I allowed to tell you that? I don't think I signed anything.
Yeah, of
okay.
course.
Yeah. They got me a 100K base salary plus 15% override on everybody for the first year. Blah blah blah. Then the 3% profit share. And the bonus at the end of the year. So you know the drill and all that. So probably pretty standard, right? I think my base was higher because I had another job offering me 100K as well to work for Mike Malsteed, the #1 realtor here in Houston.
Who was it?
Mike Malsteed. He's the #1 in Houston for personal production. He wanted me to hire to come in there and just fully run his thing so he could kind of like free up some time for his kids, etc. I know he's going through divorce, etc. So he offered me 100K plus 3% of what he makes. And I said, Lisa, because we've been talking to Lisa for months. Lisa, I love this job. This is like a dream job for me to come in and run my office, do these classes, do the one-on-ones, and like this is everything I want. But I mean, Mike's offering 100K, and so then she matched it, and I was like, okay, well, I gotta take that instead. So I went with Lisa and Coldwell.
Well, me personally, Kyle, if you have the relationship you do with Lisa,
yeah,
I mean, I'm not saying no. I'll definitely, schedule a Teams call with you. But me personally, I call Lisa. I mean, if you really want back in, you might have to do the Sugarland or another office till you earn your wings back.
Okay. Versus working with Berkshire Hathaway or something like that, you mean?
No. I mean, you rave about Lisa. So
I gotcha.
I think she's an amazing person
really
too.
Is. Yeah. But here's the other thing, though. Tell me your thoughts on this. We can kind of just talk, if you don't mind. So I think she's doing a great job. I think what they're having to kind of deal with now with a new, I believe is his name's, the kind of what he's passing down, is a little more challenging on the other managers. Like, I think they have a team of a lot of managers that are Ayub. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Ayub.
Yeah.
I think, what he's passing down to those managers who are kind of great at running their offices and taking care of the day-to-day, paperwork and putting out the fires, not the best recruiters. So making that one of their primary goals and then kind of scaring them with it, I think that's going to cause like some friction. They're going to have to redo the kind of the structure, the setup there. So I almost want to see, does Berkshire Hathaway do it differently, or is it the same kind of rundown as what Coldwell's doing?
As far as the recruiting and growing?
Yeah, I mean, I was literally told by Shelly Ray. Did you work with her too for the recruiting?
Yeah, of course I know Shelly Ray Donovan.
Yeah, she told me like, yeah, you'll lose your job if you don't recruit. And I'm like, okay, got it. Like, is that basically the way it is at Bert? Like, is it? Are we kind of wearing a bunch of hats, and is that kind of the MO there?
You are. It's like you have your own company. You're running your own office. It's your own P&L. You have to grow it, or you're going to lose money.
Right.
And you can't survive.
Right. Yeah. So I think that's great, but like, is there people helping you? Because to me, it was just me and my one SSA kind of in that office, which is so funny. It was your office too. So yeah, it was like kind of just us. That kind of the same way is in Austin too, or?
Do what now?
Is that kind of the same way it works in Austin too? Was it just you and your one SSA or your one assistant, or how does it work? At Berkshire Hathaway, I guess.
So we have a virtual admin because our agents live all over, and so we're looking to grow that. um, you know, we're looking to grow. We're looking to expand our footprint.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm interested in learning more, but I think you kind of pushed me towards the Coldwell Banker route. I'm hearing on kind of right.
No,
Is that
I'm not trying to push you anything.
Uh-huh.
But if you have the relationship that you do with Lisa, I wouldn't snub my nose to that.
Right.
And so you like I said, you know, nothing's easy. There's no more, you know, there's the days of give me an office and let me just, you know, you had an incredible office that was a cash cow when I had it.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing was a cash cow. And you know, nobody's respected it. And
Nope.
you know, everybody wants to come in, and I'm just telling you the truth, right?
No, I felt it. I know.
It's
Yeah.
people come in and they just think, you know, it's a glorified job, you know, to sit in the office and do whatever. But people don't realize how hard the manager actually works.
Right.
To grow profit. You can't have an office that's not profitable. It's not feasible for Coldwell Banker nor Berkshire Hathaway.
I agree. Yeah.
And I mean, we'd rather not have a manager, and Stacy and Tracy and I hit the road and cover them than to pay somebody a big salary and then not do their job.
And then just sit there. Yep. That's what I told Lisa. That's what I'm seeing from the other managers. That everybody's just kind of sitting back on their salaries, not wanting to make the extra money when, I mean, I needed that. You know, that was like my driving force.
How many people did you hire while you were there?
Yeah.
You were there for 6 months. How many people did you hire?
About 6 people. It was hard to recruit people to the office. The setup it was just so dead. You know, I was trying to get people to come to the classes and all kind of stuff I tried to get going.
New
You know,
office or the
yeah,
old office?
the new office. The new office.
I heard it was nice.
It's nice, but I don't know. You know, people just don't want to come in. They didn't want to come in, and I try to get that culture going. You know, is really what I try to create there. And it was just like, guys, I'm gonna need some help. You know, so yeah, I mean, I did my best for sure. I love that office, and I think it was definitely starting. Lisa came in and she said, "I've seen more people in this office than I've ever seen in this office." It was like, "Oh, perfect, good." You know, we were getting people in there slowly, but then yeah, everything went down. So. Yeah, I mean, that kind of was my rundown with Coldwell.
Yeah. And so how long did you work for Kruger?
Yeah, so Kruger was about a year. That's whenever I, you know, like really learned I loved like sales management, like kind of training people. You know, really ran the ship there, like put everybody on the Zillow leads, became an expert at all of that, which was kind of very different than, you know, fully running a branch like I did at Coldwell. So Kruger was about a year.
Okay. And so then where were you after that, and how long were you there?
Yeah, well, since then, it's been about 2 months. That was about 2 months ago. You know that I left Coldwell, and then everything happened. So now I'm just on my own little team, you know, exploring options, and right now just kind of working Zillow leads and open houses on my own.
And where do you hold your license right now?
For Central Metro Realty, which is funny enough, one based in Austin. That's where I'm holding it.
Okay. So I'm going to shoot you some times for Friday or next Tuesday to do a Teams call, and let's do a formal interview versus just, you know, talking back and forth on the phone.
Okay.
I'll send you a Teams invite, and let me just make sure I have your email. I do have your email at me.com, and I will text you once I get my calendar up and can get my arms around it. I will send you a thing to do a formal interview, and let's visit.
Okay. Can I ask you a few more questions?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Is it kind of similar then to kind of the Coldwell role as well, or is it different in a lot of ways?
It's similar, but you're not gonna lose your job if you don't grow the office. If you don't grow the office from where it is when I give it to you,
right,
to the end, you know, we're not gonna pay big salaries. You know, and I mean, I'm not paying $100,000. I can assure you that right now.
Okay.
And so, but I am willing to talk to you about what it does have and what I am expecting.
Sure.
And either you can do it or you can't. I mean, certainly you don't want to move all the way to Austin to not do what you say you're going to do.
Right. No, I agree. But like you say, I guess if I could come in there and actually kill it and, you know, do all the things I kind of spoke about, there's potential to make at least, you know, over 100K or 150.
It could be a cash cow.
Awesome. Okay.
If you do what you say you're gonna do, it could be a cash cow.
Awesome. That excites me. Okay, great. Yeah, I will do that, and I'll save all my questions for the interview, and we'll go from there. Appreciate it.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome.
All right, bye.
Thanks. Bye.